Hey guys, I decided that it might be a good idea to create a separate blog uh, for this project I'm working on for Halloween, Samhain. My channel is called Scarlet Moon Creations, and I like creating things. One of the things I enjoy creating uh, events, and I've done that professionally for over 10 years now. Um, and sometimes personally. So this project of mine, uh, I don't have an official name for the finished product, but it will be a murder mystery escape room. I say a digital one because we're now living in the time of COVID. What I need to do is really work on the cast, give them all motives for murder, and trim it down. I have too many. The first thing with the witches is I've used all witches and wizards that are known in pop culture, and this is one of the like a little bit of extras here, so that I want to see who starts to get the theme that we're going with here. Um, and what I'm trying to be subtle. Let me tell you guys, male witches or wizards, like in pop culture, they don't have normal names at all. You have like Gandalf and oh my god, what's his name? Merlin and oh, just it's annoying. It's really hard. So I might have to do something that happens in murder mysteries often, which is give them not give them similar names that are like a little nod to the actual one. So yeah, right now that's what I'm gonna work on, giving plots. I keep saying that, giving purpose to each cast member, because I have like 14 different names here, and that's way too many. Um, what I'll work on next, I'll go into the next time I update this. So I'll see you then. This is already. Yeah, so it's kind of awkward trying to research escape rooms and research murder mysteries and look at some examples when in secret you're making your own and people keep coming in. Okay, so I think almost it's, we're a few days later. It's the night of the 23rd of October. I had hoped to have this done and sent out on the 24th, which is exactly a week before Halloween, so that people have a week to play with it, but it is what it is, and you never know. I'm a last minute kind of girl, so maybe we'll get this out in the next 24 hours, because I think it's midnight or almost midnight, so technically it is already the 24th. Um, I've written like 3 different scripts. Um, and they all follow the same basic theme. Um, so, guys, if you're watching this and you have not played the escape room, or you have not done the murder mystery, then you might want to leave now, because part of the reason I'm doing this is I need to talk this out. So I need to put the pieces together out loud, because doing it in my head or even like on paper is not exactly 100% working for me. So things will be completely laid out. Um, so spoilers from here on out. My God. Maybe I stand back a little bit. I'm in my bedroom because my parents are. It's late. Both my parents are still up though, and yeah. So, all right. The story. The story is that you, the person playing, have been accidentally invited to a private event on October 31st, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or Samhain. And you get this invitation in the mail. Your name is not on it, but it's to you, your address, and it's free, so you figure, why not? The address is 177A Bleecker Street, and you go. It's Halloween. You figure it's a Halloween party or some kind of event. So you dress up. You're like, this is my thing. And you go and you get there and this might change. Um, Bleecker Street is in the village. There's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there are older and some rundown buildings, some closed businesses, COVID, but even before that. And one of them is has a Starbucks coming soon sign, and it seems sketchy. But you get a little closer to try to look through the glass door, which is foggy, and it opens before you, and you go in, and you have been invited to this, like I said, private event that is actually the gathering. It's the gathering of the powerful covens in, let's just say, the United States. Let's just make my life a whole lot easier. Maybe some Europeans, but they gather together for important events, and this is the anniversary of the covenant. The covenant. It's some super secret mystery thing that they pact that they made years and years and years ago. I haven't decided how many years. I don't know if that matters. To abide by these rules that govern the magical world of witchcraft. And so you walk in, and you don't know this yet. You don't know that the people you're about to meet are not regular, normal human beings. You don't know anything about witchcraft, or do you? I don't know. But you walk in, and you're in a full vestibule, little places before you get to the main part of the house. And you walk in, you're closing the door behind you, and all of a sudden there's glow, and then this weird lock covers the front door, and you hear this buzzing noise as you walk into the foyer, and you see that the windows are being covered as well by this glow and gates or whatever. So you're there, you see other people. These are 8 other magical people going only by their first names. I put that as that. In murder mysteries, part of the fun is the naming of people. If you guys have played Clue or watched the movie Clue, it's a thing. They like to do a play on names. I could not be bothered to be clever about the names, but I did know I wanted this to be based on witches and witchcraft and magic, because that's my thing, and it's appropriate for this time of year. So that's what I did. I took a bunch of characters from pop culture. So our person to find, the disappearing missing person, is Steven, who is the owner and operator of this building, this home you're in, that everyone keeps calling the Sanctum. So what Steven runs the Sanctum? Dr. Stephen Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, the Sanctum Sanctorum. So that's where you are, in case you guys didn't guess that. That's not going to change at this late date because I don't know what else to pick. I wouldn't know what else to pick at this point. Um, so we've got Willow Rosenberg from Buffy. We've got Marie Laveau from uh, Real Life, um, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And for those of you who don't know anything about that, um, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans in American Horror Story, Coven, and I think whatever other season they were in. But yeah, who else do I have? I've got uh Harry Dresden from the Dresden Files, a very popular occult urban fantasy series. Uh, who else? Who else? Who else? I have a list somewhere. But we've got Sabrina, the Sabrina from the new Netflix show, not the old fluffy Sabrina. We've got Piper Halliwell, the second oldest or the oldest, depending on what time in the series, from the original Charmed series. One of the Charmed ones. Yes. Who are the guys I have other than Harry? Oh, we have another real person that I didn't really give a good backstory to, but it's not that much of a stretch. Gerald Gardner, the creator of modern Wicca and probably the most well-known witch in the Western world in modern times. He created, like I said, Wicca, and specifically his branch is Gardnerian witchcraft. No hate towards them. They're cool people, so don't believe everything in this story. Uh, oh, I've got an oddball because I wanted an oddball, and that oddball is Willy Wonka from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Some might say he's a bit of a magician, so yeah, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Ah, Elliot Wog Watt. I haven't watched the show enough to remember how his last name is pronounced, but from The Magicians, the TV show, which is based on the book series. So, yes, those are my cast of characters. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone except for you. So what happens is that just before you walked in, Steven disappears. He was showing the guys and girls his new magical artifact. He is the one that brought you all together, and now he has disappeared along with the artifact that he was showing. This sets off the enchantments, the protection set on the sanctum from the Vishera, I don't remember. I'm doing this off the top of my head. This sets them off, and now you guys can't get out. However, it becomes clear, obviously, that to get out, you need to figure out what happened to Harry, what happened to the artifact, and I say it's a murder mystery. It's not really. I've decided it's not going to be. I was going to be like, it's a murder mystery, and then have Harry come up in the end. Stephen come up in the end, because it's Doctor Strange. Come on now. But no. I've decided against that. I still want there to be an element of who done it to this, so you still have to figure out. There will be clues as we go along. So I've been reading stuff about how to make escape rooms and how to write escape rooms, or how to write murder mysteries, how to run a murder mystery event. And it's a little difficult combining the two and also figuring out how to do it digitally. That's the other time consuming thing. I haven't put it all in a thing yet. So my two options for format are a Google Forms or a not a spreadsheet, a presentation. Um, so I like the presentation aspect because it's more visual. I feel like it brings you more into it. But I might use Google Forms because I might not have enough images and compared to how much I have to write. So the thing with the murder mystery versus the escape room is with murder mysteries, they're usually like, I think I might have mentioned this, you have the people come and play the characters. So there's a script. They have things to say, they go back and forth and all of this stuff. If that's not the case, if you're observing one, like there are kind of murder mystery escape rooms out there, but they don't have so many characters. So I don't know if all of these will stay. I had two more, and I decided to keep them out. So I might lose people as we're speaking. But yeah, so I'm here. I have to, at this point, kind of storyboard. I've got post-it notes um, for how I want this to go. I'm a little sad because in creating this, it's like I'm not figuring it out. I'm making it so other people can figure it out. So, but I think I've played like 10 escape digital escape room games in the process of research. So that should do. And maybe in the future I will do like a Zoom or Google Meets uh murder mystery thing, and I'll just sit and take my time for a couple of months and write out a whole script and everything for everyone with characters and all. So yeah, I'm gonna storyboard now, even though it's late and I'm tired. Uh, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, this is thinking about like how the story and the challenges will match up, and still doing research. I don't really have like a whiteboard or anything like that, so I started putting stuff up on post-it notes on my bedroom wall, and that helped a little bit, but as you'll see later, I wound up just writing things out because that was easier. But I did find something that was helpful. I'm really taking you guys through it with me here. So I finally, thankfully, tonight, found the website that I found last year that made me think that I could do an escape room. Mind you, the plan was obviously to take like my living room or something and make it an escape room. Now, changed. But lockpaperscissors.co has some great escape kits, but also a very detailed blueprint for creating your own, which was is so much more helpful. I'll put links in the description, but also escapekit.com, how to create your own how to create a house escape room, and Stage 32 blog has 7 steps for writing escape room narratives and how to find opportunities to write them. So like a professional escape room writer wrote this blog post. Like I said, links in the description. But This rock, paper, scissors was very helpful because I was stuck in what they call like the middle phase, I guess. Before creating the puzzles or even deciding on the puzzles, still locked in the story plan. And I wasn't sure on how to build out details that weren't too bogged down in story as if it was simply just a murder mystery. But they have this step about uh, your story blocks, creating your story blocks, which was super helpful because I had the basic goal and the theme of the story already. I hadn't decided who the killer was. I have now, though that might change. Um, but yeah, so outline the basic building blocks for the middle of your story. And this is super simple, but it's like in order to accomplish this goal, you must do this, and do this. And just writing it like that and the example they gave, it doesn't quite fit my narrative, but very helpful. So the example was you have three basic sub goals. Tomb opening. To do that, you have to open a stone door by decoding an ancient message. Sarcophagus room. Solve the mummy's riddle by balancing the mummy's heart and a feather of truth. Maze. Work out the directions to navigate your way through a maze and out of the tomb. Uh, so super helpful. Finally past that point, and I can choose my objects and start finalizing my puzzles so I can create them. Hey, I'm back and I'm working on the puzzles. I'm almost done deciding which puzzles. And this one involves tarot cards. So I decided why not use them in setting it up. Let's go. So yeah, this didn't turn out as easy as it seems here, and as you can tell, I had a unwanted visitor while I was picking out the cards, which I wound up changing 4 times and staying up late doing. And the world card I show is not the one that I used in the final puzzle. I I picked out a potion and for the last puzzle, and those were my notes from everything, both digitally in OneNote and handwritten. I'm putting together the actual uh, escape room in Google Slides. So this, I started out since the last thing I made was the puzzle pieces. Um, I made this slide, or these slides first with the pieces of the tarot card, which, like I said, wasn't the world. It turned out to be something else. And then the next slide for if once you put the puzzle together, it works out. The other thing I did was I had an audio file. So if you solved a different puzzle, you would get the file. You would have to listen to it, and it would give you clues. That was the first clue, and I'm just playing with the recording I did, kind of like this, um, changing it so it doesn't sound like me, but more like a guy, and then editing that into the slide. I guess I can share links to the software and websites I used in the description down below. Now the next puzzle is using Theban alphabet and putting that together on the slide, deciding what the message is that you have to figure out, and then putting that there, and how you're going to figure out the answer. There was a lot of copying and pasting. I would search for images that went with my clues and also the puzzles and whatnot on Google, and then add them to the slides. Next day, I'm now starting on the trivia. So, fun part about this is it's not all in English, just to make it a little bit harder for you to find the clues within the notes and the pages here. I added something, but I did underline certain keywords to make it a little bit easier. And now looking for a lock. This is where this was fun yet tedious. I had to you had to find a code, as you can see, and then obviously I had to give a whole bunch of wrong answers. So I had the trivia questions. I had done that before. That was but the answers, it was helpful to use a not a random number generator, but a probability generator, and then put all those different answers in there. Next is this is me creating a slide that's kind of magical element with a clue embedded within it, so you can teleport to the next location once you have figured out the answer. I use Canva a lot for these. Tonight is the night. Two of my friends that I am aware of have already done it. My parents are currently doing it. This is my makeup. Um, Nothing to do with the escape room at all, but a simple thing, easy Halloween costume setup. Scarecrow me. So guess who has started? The first victim. I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to the camera. You can't see him because he's sitting in the dark for some reason. Now that I see what this is. Words a test.
What? That makes sense to me.
So,
No, I haven't.
that seems to be frustrating.
Then I have to remember what. Let's see, I got it. I heard that.
Because then there would be a connection. Wait. No, I'm getting wild upset. Listen, wait.
So, guys, that's it. That is my process of creating a digital escape room. It went over pretty well for those who participated. I wanted to share more of the process of me making it digitally, but that didn't work out well because I had so much footage on my camera from before. I didn't have enough space to show you me making all of the puzzles. But let me know if you'd want a more in-depth video showing that. I can slow down the ones I already have and go over what I don't separately. Yeah, I got a lot of joy and laughter from watching people play. I want to do one of these in person. But I hope you enjoyed this video and the process. This turned out a little longer than I planned, but yeah. Do like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. I don't know how many other events planning videos there will be like this, but I do want to do something for Thanksgiving and or Christmas. Not sure what yet. So there may be something. So subscribe for that. I have other videos you can check out on my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good, fun Halloween, Samhain, Colin Give, whatever you celebrate. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.